For the past few years, like many others, I've been living in a state of disorganized limbo. And in that time, many things have changed. Friendships have faded, the feeling of home has become somewhat intangible, and the resignation that life just gets harder the older we get finally set in. There is more responsibility and mountains of decisions that hold more and more weight. Right now, I've arrived at an important point in my life. In less than a few months, I'll be packing up everything I own, saying goodbye to childhood friends, my family, big and small, furry and human, passing on the last of my things that didn't make the cut to travel 3,000 miles with me, and taking a step into the next chapter of my life. So now that I have my visa interview date, I've got to do so much stuff to get ready for it. And in 2 days, I actually have my medical examination, which is compulsory to move to the US. So I'm really getting a lot of stuff ready. I am very change averse. Even though this is something I desperately want and have cried over multiple times when it felt like the process would never end, it still terrifies me. What if I don't make any new friends? How will this move impact the work I do for sustainability on and offline? How will my mental health be impacted by so much change and uncertainty without a support network to rely on? Everything is becoming very real, now that we have an idea of when this new adventure can actually begin. As you can hear, it's very rainy. It's been the driest year since 1976, so I am very pleased that it is finally raining. So because it's a grey day, we're doing a lot of admin this morning. I'm just getting all of the papers ready for my medical examination that's tomorrow. So I'm going to head back to London this evening, stay at my sister's flat, and then go to the medical tomorrow morning. And I'm just getting all the other kind of stuff that I have to get ready for the interview, which is in 2 weeks. So you've got to print off a lot of things like medical questionnaire, proof that you actually have an approved petition, proof of your relationship in some way. I have to get all my medical records, my vaccination records. I had to get a police check, which it all adds up. So I'm just doing that now, and then later I'm going to head to London and get the ball rolling. Good morning, it's quite early. I'm just getting everything ready to go to my medical examination. I have my enormous folder with like everything in there, my passport, my old passport. It feels very surreal to have one more thing that's going to be checked off today in this whole process for moving. It's exciting. I got back from my medical examination, it all went fine. I had to get changed because the weather has changed again and it is very hot. So the medical examination is done. I waited 5 days to see if there's anything, I guess, wrong with me. And then they just send all of my information to the embassy. So that's done. The next thing is the interview. But in the meantime, B is coming on Sunday, so I'm going to go collect him from the airport, and hopefully this will be the last time we ever have to be apart involuntarily. Okay, I'm just heading to the airport to pick him up. I'm so excited. Hopefully this is the last time that we ever have to do this. Feels incredibly surreal. Weaved throughout the fear and nervous butterflies, a wealth of excitement and joy and relief that I can finally live with my best friend begins to bubble up inside me. I can finally begin the process of moving. And it's a lot. Okay, so if all goes well with my interview, I will be leaving and actually moving in about 5 weeks, maybe 6, depending on other things that I've got to get sorted. So in the meantime, I'm trying to learn how to cook as many different things that really remind me of home as possible and from scratch, just in case I can't find them in the US. And I just need that time and have that little cozy feel of home when I'm feeling a little homesick. So I've been trying to make crumpets. That's what I was making earlier in this video, but they just weren't quite working. And I've been trying lots of different recipes, and I found some that I'm trying to mix them all up and make a good version. And I think I might have got it right this time. So I'm just waiting for the batter to rise, and then we're gonna give it a go and see if we can do that. Another thing I've really been thinking about lately is how I've kind of lost myself this year. Although consistency is not something that comes easily to me, the constant movement between my parents' home and my partner's has impacted my sense of self and keeps the internal chatter fueled. What am I good at? What do I really like? Why aren't I motivated to create when it's my favourite thing to do? I can't think of anything to film today. Why is that? I keep thinking that this low-level motivation I'm feeling is because I'm deficient in something, or there's something wrong with me, but I'm beginning to realise that that's just not bloody true. We're just all made differently. I love my job. I love spending hours upon hours filming something and creating a video that may or may not speak to you, that may or may not inspire someone out there to make one small step towards a more sustainable life, or to create one plant-based meal from scratch, or just to provide a small bit of calm or peace to the end of a day that may have been really hard. I would be lying if I didn't say that everything feels really hard at the moment. And the worst part is that I don't really know why. But I'm hopeful. I know that my moods, my motivations, and my energy comes in cycles, and it really feels like I'm on my way to finding that anchor that helps me create something beautiful or helpful or just fun. I know I'm nervous of what this next chapter may hold for me, but I'm really ready for a change.